Hi guys. So I'm in my phone right now. I know I really never show my face, not because I don't want to, because me personally, whenever I'm looking at videos, you know, I do it for the whole aesthetic thing, the whole scenery, and so I wanted to base off my videos around that, and also wanted to make a video of myself speaking because my boyfriend, I don't know if it was the first or second video, but he's like, why are you talking like that? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, he's like, that's not you, like that's not how you speak, you know, I feel like you're doing everything so rehearsed. And I was like, fine, you know, like that is true, like I need to be more authentic, you know. So to endorse something that is very important to me, something that I want to shed light on, because I feel like it's really important and everyone should speak on it. Not a lot of people speak on it. And that topic is mental health. I feel like me, myself, I've been battling with my mental health throughout the years, of course. But if I were to compare my mental health now, as in 2 years ago, I say it's progressed, and I'm very, very grateful and happy that I got out of that stage where I thought you know, there was no fixing my issues, my problems, you know, whatever was worrying me, whatever was making me unhappy. But I'm very glad that I got out of that. And so maybe some of you have already seen videos like this, maybe you haven't, but I really wanted to have a video like this on mine. My head is my mommy keeps. It's cute, but a little too big for my head, I feel like. Okay, so some of the things we can do is self-care. So I know some of my ways of self-care are going out for coffee. You know, I feel like that's my whole personality trait, which it shouldn't be, but just enjoy nature. I love to go biking, hiking. I've only gone hiking once, but I love it. So I'm allowed to say that I love that. I love to run whenever I feel stressed, worried, anxious, whatever. I go to the park and just, you know, run. On a road trip, I just enjoy the view. In my case, whenever we have to go travel somewhere, it's just a big road and with trees, fields, sometimes cows on both sides. So it's just really pretty. I also like to do skincare. I am not as strict on my skincare as I should be, but I love skincare. You know, I still wash my face, even though it's with one product and it's bad, but still, I need to get in the routine of doing more skincare because it feels nice. At the end of the day, when you remove your makeup, or even if you don't even have makeup, but you know, because of our mask, the sweat, just washing it, just putting on some eye patches, watching a movie, watching YouTube videos, it feels really nice and relaxing. Another thing that I honestly do a lot is journaling and Bible study. Journaling, I base it off on, you know, some writing prompts. I search up some writing prompts, or I make up my writing prompts on my own. Like a recent one that I did was write about your current favorite song, and so I did. I dissected what the lyrics meant to me and how it connected to my life, and that's sort of like what you do with Bible study. I do it on my own, but sometimes my significant other joins, and it's the cutest thing ever. So we read a scripture and then we dissect it and we reflect on how it relates on us, maybe on some past situations, current situations, on ways where we can apply it in real life, you know, stuff like that. And I think it's a really good way to start and to grow your faith. I know I recently started doing it and I fell in love with it. One of the things that I do is hanging out with, you know, people that make you happy. I know for me in my situation, I find myself just as much fun that I have with people that I love, I also have on my own. It is okay to just hang out on your own. I know some people might think like, whoa, you're always on your own, are you okay, or this and that, and that's totally fine. You know, there's sometimes where you just need your alone time to focus and think about things. hobbies that you do is self-care. Other ways to endorse mental health would be, you know, being the example. Based off on my story, I could just give examples of how to get through it, how to overcome it, or me right now being the example would be giving you these tips that I do that might help you, might not, but then you get the idea and you make up your own. Being the voice, you know, and encouraging others to talk about this topic that might make others uncomfortable, but in reality, you know, it's something that we all go through. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Lead a healthy lifestyle. I feel like whenever I say that, me at the beginning was like, oh, does that mean I have to like go on a diet, or like what does that mean? But it could mean that, but it can also mean, you know, being healthy towards others, you know, being supportive of their situation, of their story. Sometimes they don't even need advice back. They just want to know that there's someone there to listen to them. That's being a healthy lifestyle, doing what makes you feel better, focusing on yourself and bettering yourself. You know, I'm still learning and growing every day of my life and will continue until I'm old. A healthy lifestyle is bettering yourself from the situation you were in. That is a healthy lifestyle too. I still have a lot to learn. I was struggling with my own mental health, that I was so closed in my own bubble that I didn't want to speak on it or be an advocate or any sort of that thing. But now that I'm slowly progressing and getting better in my journey, I feel like it is time to help others, you know, what other way than explaining where you were, how you overcame that, how you're still in the process. Slowly but surely, we can get to our goal. There's organizations, support groups, blogs, you know, websites that can help us out to educate ourselves, and I know that's something I'm doing, and I'm doing more research, you know, very invested in this. And I love spreading the word, whether it be with just a picture, sharing it on my story, talking about it, you know, putting a brief description. Anything counts. We don't have to, I mean, it would be appreciated if we were to go above and beyond, right? But it starts somewhere. It is our actions that change the situation we're in. So for me, I had a lot of supportive people, and I'm so grateful for that. But at the end of the day, if I didn't want to take their advice, I would have still been in that situation. It took me, myself, to get myself out of that. And so it starts with us. I feel like we need to have a relationship with ourselves, loving ourselves, taking care of ourselves, mentally, spiritually, not just physically. It's okay to have bad days, to not have it all figured out. I know for me, I felt some sort of pressure whenever people would post their graduation pics. I would be like, oh my gosh, I'm still not done. I'm still in the process of it. Am I falling behind? But no, honestly, focus on you. And honestly, the way that I got through that mindset was, I'd rather do things slowly and right than fast and maybe not pass some of my classes, maybe not be on the dean's list. I would rather take my time, you know, and focus. And I know myself, what I'm capable of. It's okay to be exhausted, to rest and do nothing. I know my mom, if she watches this, she's like, well, you've been doing that all your life. Girl, there's just days where you don't have energy, and that's fine, you know. I know for me, since there was a long period of me just resting and doing nothing, I need to constantly be doing something in order to keep my mind at work, to not think about anything that makes me sad or would make me feel some sort of way. I feel like we're all really hard on ourselves. I know I was. You know, with any little thing, you know, I always wanted to be better. Not better than others, but I knew I was capable of doing better. So I would, you know, pressure myself into doing better, which is wrong. Sometimes it's good, you know, but being at ease, you know, like relax, calm down, chill out. There's some cute little pictures and quotes that I love and that I share on my story. They're on Pinterest. Maybe printing those out and putting them on your wall as a reminder. I know for me, I'm more of a notebook and writing, journaling kind of gal. Printing that out and, you know, reading it every day, seeing it every day could just wake you up in a better mood. know when people think about mental health, they're probably like, oh, I have to follow certain steps so I can get better. No, honestly, like, it's the most simplest thing. Mental check. How am I feeling today, generally? And if I'm not feeling my best, that's fine. We can try again tomorrow. Am I hydrated? Did I get hydrated today? Did I drink enough water? Did I eat enough food? Did I not eat as much? Have I had enough sleep? Have I been nice to myself and others? Have I? There's some little check marks that we can check out. We can ask ourselves throughout the day. Affirmations feel like they have power. So saying I am intelligent, I am funny, I will get this done. I did not get it done today, but I will get it done tomorrow. Things like that. It doesn't have to be a drastic change or a big thing. I feel like I was scared at first to talk about it because I was like, oh no, I have to do this big thing. I have to do a certain step in order to feel better. And honestly, no, it's not as hard as it sounds. It's actually pretty easy. I'm allowed to take my space. I know sometimes being the outgoing person, that's not me, because honestly I'm super shy. How do I have the courage to talk about this? I do not know. But I know for some people, being outgoing and sometimes trying to take your space, people might be like, oh, she's mad, or what did we do? And nothing. It's totally fine. Or maybe because you're so outgoing and that's your character trait, you don't want to take your space. But it's fine. Everyone needs their own space. Taking things one day at a time will make things better. I know that's my motto, I'd like to say. I've been taking things a day at a time. I don't have everything planned out for myself. Maybe some people do, maybe some of my family members, maybe they think that I have everything planned for myself, but I don't. Surprise, I don't. You know, I just take each day as it goes. Of course I plan on my day like, oh, tomorrow I'm gonna do this at work, or tomorrow I'm gonna go get a coffee. That's the only thing I plan out for myself. But big time life goals, of course not. You know, I am a big believer and I have faith in the person that owns us all, and that is God. I feel like whatever he gives, he takes at whatever time. So therefore, I am not gonna plan on, oh, I am going to build a house and this in a few years, and then those years come by and I have nothing. Maybe something bad happens to me. Why? Because I planned. You know, I learned not to do that. So I fear God, you know, and I feel like maybe some people are uncomfortable with this topic, but I want to also make my videos, you know, incorporate my Bible study, my faith, some scriptures, because that is who I want to thank, not only my family but God himself for helping me, because I would always pray and pray and pray. You know, I was in such a dark place and I would pray every single day in hopes that my situation would get better. But what was wrong of me, I'd like to say, is that I would pray and I wouldn't do anything about it. I was just like, God, do everything, you know. And honestly, that's not how it works. You know, he helps out, but it takes us. So I'm really very, very, very grateful for that, and I'm grateful for the support I have from my family, my significant other, my significant other's family. It's been a great start to a new year, and I am excited what this year has in store for me. I hope to make more videos like this. This was a very brief explanation of tips we can do, ways to encourage people. Another reason why I'm here in my car is because my car is my safe place. That's another tip, self-care tip that I do. Whenever I am sad, whenever I am mad, whenever I am happy, I get in my car, I listen to music, I go for a drive. It's the best thing ever. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am willing to post my story. We shouldn't be ashamed of speaking out about this, because it will definitely help others, and I hope that this video helps out others.